he says when bam, the mayor hits him up like, help, somebody's robbing the bank. The girls swoop in expecting the usual criminal chaos, but plot twist, the villain is a woman? A woman? Now, why am I saying it like that? Like, they don't have girl villains in the show.
Yeah,
and
right.
Not just any woman.
But nah, this girl, she's different. She's like Andrew Tate. She don't really fuck with men like that because she feel like all men, they taking all the women's jobs. So she basically makes the girls feel like that, and they don't like, you know, fuck with the men as well. They like, yo, you really gonna make us do this because y'all can't? Like, basically. I'll try to explain it the best way I can. I haven't watched the show in a minute. Give me a break.
Patel pulls up in a fierce white leather suit and a whole attitude, demanding only
she got a bad
Susan
though.
B. Anthony coins. Why are you only going for coins? Don't you want cash?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? The reason she wants Susan B. Anthony coins is because she is tired of seeing men's faces on every coin and dollar she got in her purse.
Men can't do anything right.
Well, excuse me.
Damn, bro. He like, damn, like, hey, she a fine shit, but damn, you gotta be like, men can't do anything right. Listen, I can do something right.
Who is this? Who is this?
Your mama!
It's Ben Franklin, you idiot! Oh, Ben!
Femme Patel's out here doing felony feminism. She claims she's fighting the power.
Pretty much.
But really, she's just snatching historical coins and twisting social justice language for her own gain. After apprehending her, the girls are momentarily taken aback when Femme Fatale accuses Townsville, and by extension society, of systematic sexism, including the undervaluing of women superheroes.
They're Supergirl? Batgirl? They're so...
I mean, they're cool. Hold on, what'd she say?
lame. Merely extensions of their male counterparts.
I mean...
Nah, don't say that. Come on. Supergirl, she cool as hell. Because she's just like Superman. So she overpowered as hell, bro. Have y'all seen the Supergirl show? I haven't seen it. But the guy who dates the actual actor, he lucky as hell, bro. I wish I could date that actor as well. But nah, like, we got Catwoman. You also got the Black Canary, Wonder Woman. I don't think I could say Marvel, but we could say Marvel because she did show Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen. What else? Phoenix, Jean Grey. I'm just saying all the girl characters like Storm. Like, heck, they need to make Jade Cargill, be Storm in the next Avengers movie. Come on, she got the look. Y'all fumbling, bro. Come on.
I agree with her on how some people do be sleeping on female superheroes.
That is true. That is true.
She uses these assertions to plant doubt in the girls' minds, especially Buttercup, who is noticeably affected. Why don't female heroes get as much love as the guys? Aren't y'all tired of not being taken seriously? She hits them with, if you arrest me, you're basically setting feminism back 100 years. Now, I don't know about you, but when someone commits a crime and then yells, this is for the movement, while escaping, I start squinting. So get this.
You know, if like that's basically saying something like, let's say if Goku like saying, listen man, you arrested me, I'm only trying to help you out, bro. I'm trying to help the cause. I was like, but you doing it this way though. Nah, you still going to jail. Nah, I can't defend her, but let's say if someone was saying that shit in the other situation. Like, bro, you robbing a bank and you trying to say all these morals and facts, bro. Hell no, bro. You still going to jail. You saying all that and you still doing bad shit, though. Like, no, you going to jail. You going to suffer the right consequences because you did the wrong thing. And what she's saying, bro, is bad regardless, bro. Come on.
They let her go. Wait, they let her go? Man, can you imagine if I tried that with the cops? The way they would have dragged me by my dreads. Later, the girls allowed her to continue her crimes unopposed, rationalizing that stopping her would make them traitors to women. Femme Fatale cleverly manipulates them, claiming that female villains are nearly extinct and that arresting her would harm the cause of gender equality. Well, damn, what are seducing and Princess Morbucks, chopped liver? They were here first, you D-list villains. villain.
Exactly.
What follows next is a spiral. The girls are now convinced that they've been sleeping on their own oppression, start viewing everything through a misandrous lens. When a boy accidentally knocks over a girl during a game of catch, the Powerpuff Girls, once champions of fairness, interpret it as malicious sexist aggression. They become hostile towards boys indiscriminately, no longer viewing individual behavior on its own merit. They had them boys crying and fearful of their lives.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. This is basically an evil version of Powerpuff Girls if they went rogue. Imagine you just in school, bro. Like, you chilling, bro. Like, no, I'm about to do the skit right now because I want to edit this shit. Like, you chilling, bro. You playing ball. Like, you playing a ball with one of your friends. I don't know if I have a ball, bro. Yeah, I do. Like, you just playing ball with your, like, one of the homegirls, bro. You like, catch it, hey. And you accidentally hit it too hard. And they over here, like, they saying this, bro. I'm done. W girls. Calm down, bro.
Lives. We have to remember these are 5-year-old girls with powers of Superman. Next, we see
exactly.
return home, and
people
we
be sleeping on the girls
in his cute cleaning attire. Not to get sidetracked, but the professor is so baby girl coded to me. Like, I'm really starting to understand why Sedusa wanted him.
My knees now going like woof, 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 woof. Got me like woof, woof.
Okay, so we get it.
The professor asked him a simple request: to clean their room after he cleaned the entirety of the house and chores. And
yeah, he probably said,
please.
Of
death glare usually reserved for people who say Beyonce can't sing.
Now she can sing. Y'all hear this shit? Why you hating?
Even refuse a plea.
I'm not hating. I'm not. Who hating? Goku Black? I mean, the girls, bro. They'll beat your ass, Goku Black. Like, bro, they'll beat your ass, bro. Like I said, bro. Just like, bro. Imagine, like, no, they will beat your ass, Goku Black. You need to stop hating, bro. Like, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Listen, I glaze the girls, bro. I'm not hating nothing, bro. That's Goku Black, bro. Because listen, if they were real, you hating on the professor. Nah, because listen, why she over here romancing about this man, bro? They need to listen. Ladies, bro. Ladies. I'm available. I'm available. Like, I like the professor. I'm smart. I got glasses. See, these ladies, they don't want a smart guy, bro. They want a guy. Let me be quiet, bro. Of course, I'm hating, bro. Damn. That dude is bleeding. Throwing your friend into this. I didn't know.
To save the city, insisting that it's not their job to fix his mess. Little girl, your literal job description is superhero. What do you mean that's not your problem? The mayor, a comical half.
I would have did the same thing. Oh, of course you would, Goku Black.
But well-meaning elderly man is confused and guilt-ridden. He misinterprets this rejection as evidence of his own misogyny.
Oh, she's right. How will I ever make it up to the women of Townsville?
Disturbed by the girls' behavior, Miss Bellum and Miss Keene intervene. So they called the girls in for an intervention. And you know it's serious when both your teacher and the mayor's assistant stop what they're doing to...
Bro. Miss Bellum was a baddie, bro. I mean, she didn't show her face, but she was a baddie, bro. It's especially during that episode when she fought Sedusa. Peep game, bro. Come on, y'all.
A meeting in the mayor's office. Miss Bellum's like, y'all really let a whole ass criminal run free because she said a few big words about oppression? They explained that the girls have misunderstood.
Yo, I used to date a girl that looked like Miss Bellum. I fumbled, sadly.
Recent events. The boy at school didn't intend to hurt anyone. The professor was doing chores all over the house and simply asked them to help with one. The mayor called them because they're literally the superheroes of Townsville. Not because he's trying to dump responsibility on them, and not to mention the mayor is like, what, 3'2" and a senior citizen? What is he gonna do?
No, don't disrespect. No, stop disrespecting my goat, the mayor. My boy mayor fought Fuzzy Lumpkins to be their mayor. That dude trained by Master Roshi. I don't know, this is before he showed everybody he can wrestle these villains, but don't disrespect the mayor. He's up there, bro. He be trying to put the work in the first earlier seasons.
Girls start to thaw a bit. Even
Yeah,
with
that
this
SpongeBob
renewed
in
understanding, they remain conflicted. But Blossom, always the overachiever, rationalizes their inaction, pointing out that Femme Fatale is the only remaining active female villain. Girl, what?
No, we got more bucks. We got Sedusa. I know I can't count their evil versions of them, the Powerpuff Girls, but I still put them in there. I don't give a fuck. Damn.
Because there's a diversity issue among criminals doesn't mean we hand out free passes for assault and robbery.
Nah, bro, it's equal rights, equal fights. Men can catch it, even women can catch it, bro. If you do wrong, you're gonna do the time, bro. I don't care, just because you whatever you. All right, bro. Come on, we gonna give it to everybody,
Three
bro.
other women rolled in with receipts. A female bank president was robbed.
Y'all gotta chill. I throw water at my computer.
Whose arm was broken by Femme Fatale, and a teenage girl whose hairstyle was plagiarized by the villain.
Was she looking out for me when she stole my hairstyle?
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
All of them looked the girls dead.
That one wife who got mad because her dinner was ruined. Who?
In the eye and say,
"Was Femme Fatale looking out for me?
Was she looking out for me?
Was she looking out for me?"
And that's
hell
when the
nah.
facade crumbles. The Powerpuff Girls realized they weren't empowering women; they were enabling a hypocrite. Not to mention,
Exactly, bro. Y'all was joining the evil villain side, bro. She didn't give a fuck. She was using that so she could still get what she wants. She wanted to get all them Susan B. Anthony coins.
It's not brute force or lectures that bring the girls back. It's two women, Miss Bellum and Miss Keene. They don't preach, they don't punish, they listen. They gently guide the girls back to the truth, not just about Femme Fatale, but about themselves. They remind them what it means to be a hero, why they're so important to Townsville, that real justice isn't gendered, it's principled. At a coin convention, the girls confront Femme Fatale again.
Remember this part.
The girls are still on her side.
Here you've been kicking some male butt. Good for you.
However, the girls are cold and silent. They ask her a simple but damning question. Do you even know who Susan B. Anthony was?
I mean, I was playing.
Her inability to answer speaks volumes. The girls then recount Anthony's history, how she knowingly broke the law by voting, was convicted, and refused leniency based on gender. Susan B. Anthony wanted equal rights, but also equal responsibility. She demanded the same punishment a man would receive, not a lesser one because she was a woman. The girls finally do what should have happened 15 minutes ago. Give Femme Fatale the ass beating she deserved and haul her off to jail.
Bro, imagine you getting imagine y'all getting an ass whooping, but the person gives you facts and knowledge while beating your ass. I'm not even gonna lie, after that ass whooping, bro, I might have to retire, bro. I wouldn't even want to be a super villain in Townsville, bro. I'm sorry. Cause like if you go beat my ass and tell me facts while you're beating my ass, I don't want to be a villain. I would never be a villain, even in the Powerpuff Girls universe. If I am, you might as well make me overpowered as hell and I can beat the Powerpuff Girls. Because then I can do what I want. If not, I'm glazing the Powerpuff Girls. Even if I'm a hero, I'm being on their side. I'm sorry. I don't want to get that ass whooping. Like, bro, they almost be killing Mojo in GTA. Like, no. And then what they did to her, they gave her facts while beating her ass. They said all this, do you remember this question? Like they her teacher and then they just beat her ass because she got all the questions wrong. Like hell no. I would rather be a hero. I don't want to be a civilian. Because if I'm a civilian, I could be sleeping in my house and a monster could literally step on my house and I could wake up in heaven. I'd rather be a hero if I ever was in the Powerpuff Girls universe. Look at that! No! Let's review the footage.
Haul her off to jail.
Look at that. They punched her. They uppercut her. Damn! They did her dirty, bro. Look. And she just stayed in there. That's mad disrespectful. Like, she knows she can't do it. I'll be running at least. She just standing there like she on a fighting game, bro. The Croy was already disrespectful. Make mistakes.
Chick narrators and get something thrown at him.
No chick narrators. Ow! Hey, who threw that?
This episode walks a tightrope, and not always gracefully, but it's ambitious and it wants to say something real. Let's break down the key takeaways.
Okay.
Femme Fatale uses feminist rhetoric to justify her crimes, appealing to the girl's sense of justice by framing her actions as a strike against male-dominated systems. However, her motivations are selfish and hypocritical, as she harms other women for her own gain. Femme Fatale is a parody of what happens when feminism gets reduced to anger without action.
Who besides you is a heroine in her own right?
Ha! There's Wonder Woman and,
That was a fucking lie.
Now,
I mean, you got Supergirl. I was just talking about Supergirl in one of my TikToks. I gotta watch more. I gotta read some DC. Hawkgirl. You got Hawkgirl. What's some other female ones? I know the Marvel ones. I don't really know DC ones a lot. Black Canary. Batwoman. Because it said Batwoman. Come on, bro. I know a few. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, Femme Fatale raises a salient critique about the gender dynamics in superhero culture, asserting that male heroes often overshadow female heroes.
Not
this
really.
Is partially true, as many
okay. Let me shut up.
And Batgirl originated as female analogs to pre-existing male heroes.
Damn it, okay.
Batman, respectively.
Let me shut my ass
Their
up, y'all.
existence was historically designed to extend the brand of already popular male characters. However, this isn't the whole story. Femme Fatale overlooks other original female heroes who are not derivative of male counterparts. While Femme Fatale critiques the visibility of women in heroic roles,
Power Girl. I could have said Power Girl, but I want to use someone else different because I feel like Power Girl, they do. Listen, them writers do be sexualizing. It's like sexualizing her, bro. She be using her boobs as a shield, though.
she conveniently
That's why I said
ignores
I try to
those
use
who
other
do exist
characters.
outside the male shadow.
You girls protect your city just as well as Batman and Superman protect theirs.
Power.
Do you have your own
Girl.
movie?
Yeah, power.
Moreover, the criticism of the Powerpuff Girls lacking a movie compared to Batman and Superman was
you
temporarily
just said it
accurate,
wrong.
but historically
I was like,
unfounded.
nigga, I said power.
At the time
Jeez.
the episode
I know.
aired, the girls didn't have a movie. However, in 2002, the Powerpuff Girls movie was released as a prequel to the series, showing their origin story.
The movie, it wasn't that bad. The movie wasn't that bad. To my opinion, the movie was rushed. Like, when you watch the movie, you can definitely tell they feel like they're in a rush. It's like, yo, we just spotted Manic. You just spotted. Where am I? Hold on, where am I?
Moreover, the criticism...
Oh! Yeah, very funny. Yeah, very funny, y'all. Okay. I thought y'all actually saw I was in the Powerpuff. I was like, shit, y'all saw I was in there? Oh, wow. Come on, bro.
The Powerpuff Girls lacking a movie compared to Batman and Superman was temporarily accurate, but historically unfounded.
I was about to say, my go Manic the Hedgehog is in the Powerpuff Girls. Dreams do come true.
So aired, the girls didn't have a movie.
I could Ghetto. You know we both wear glasses, so you could basically say that's you as well.
In 2002.
Hold on, Ghetto. I got you, bro. I got you. Hold on, bro, Ghetto. These all jokes, though, man. I fuck with you, though. No, Ghetto. Hold on, bro. I got you, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. No, just Ghetto. You my homie, though. But I gotta strike back, though. I gotta strike back. Nah, I got something better. Yo. Hold on, you can see it. Damn, my shit is so delayed. Yo. I be seeing this GIF sometimes on Discord. Yeah, Eddie Murphy with glasses. Come on, bro. Don't play with me, y'all. Come on. That's the same thing. Oh, yeah, because I think Eddie Murphy was Norman, actually. Yeah, I watched the movie. Yeah, he was. Okay. But no, man, I thought I was in the Powerpuff Girls movie. Y'all tricked me. Okay. He plays Norman. Oh yeah, okay. I remember. And then they had that one dude. He was like the bad guy. He was trying to work with her brothers. They also had Terry Crews in that movie. We should watch that one day. We should watch. I need to have a movie night. We should watch that. I gotta find a way to watch that. Now, back to what I was saying about this Powerpuff Girls movie. This shit felt rushed. Like, I have the movie, though. I actually have the movie. I remember with my ex, I got this movie. It's not bad, though. It's definitely not bad, though, this movie. It felt like they was rushing through this shit, though. It felt like they was rushing through it. It's like, they explain he makes the Powerpuff Girls. Everybody don't fuck with the Powerpuff Girls. They work with Mojo. If anybody didn't watch the movie, I already put a spoiler alert. Even though this movie came out in the 2000s, bro, you should have been watched this movie, bro. And then the girls feel bad. They see him fuck up Professor Utonium. They come back, beat up all the monkeys, beat Mojo. Then everybody loves the Powerpuff Girls. End of the movie. It's pretty a fast ass movie, bro. I wish it was like they really slowed it down. Damn, I can't put this shit back. I'm gonna leave it like that. But it's a good movie though. I fuck with it. I used to Valley. Yeah, I used to hate it because like I didn't like the tag scene when I was younger. But I'm like, nigga, younger me always had some ill takes. Like, younger me, they're kids. Of course they gonna play tag. Damn. Like, if I like the tag movie a little.
The Powerpuff Girls movie was released as a prequel to the series showing their origin story. I highly recommend watching it. It is a
Most
10
definitely.
out of 10 origin story.
The animation in it is good as well.
It remains relevant beyond the show. For decades, studios hesitated to greenlight female-led superhero films, fearing commercial failure. Films like Catwoman and Elektra underperformed critically and
I never watched
financially,
Elektra. We need to watch that.
Industry skepticism. The episode uses femme fatale as a vehicle to surface valid cultural criticisms, but it intentionally undermines her by exposing her hypocrisy and criminal activity. This sends a mixed signal and is one reason why this episode in particular has remained divisive among fans. Femme fatale also claims that villainy is male-dominated, mirroring how male superheroes dominate the heroic spotlight. Within the Powerpuff Girls universe,
Mega. Okay, there's female villains. Harley Quinn. What else? Some female villains I know. Like Mega Man?
this appears true on the surface. Major reoccurring villains like Mojo Jojo, him, Fuzzy Lumpkins, and the Amoeba Boys are all male. However, this observation fails to acknowledge key facts. Sedusa and Princess Morbucks are significant reoccurring female villains in the show's lore.
Exactly.
There are numerous female villains in the broader
Megan!
genre.
Okay.
Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Mystique, Talia al Ghul.
Yeah, okay, see, she said it better than me. I forgot about X-Men. I need to get back in my Marvel lore. The only person I fuck with a lot is Spider-Man. I fuck with X-Men. I like the Wolverine and Hulk. That was the old big three. The old big three was Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. They'll be on lunch boxes. If y'all know the old art of Spider-Man where they make him look buff, he'll look like an adult version of Spider-Man. Because if Spider-Man is supposed to be a teenager, so he'll kind of be scrawny, like how Ultimate Spider-Man was. But in the art, they have in puzzles and everything. Tell I go and get it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She kind of can. I'll be scared because I don't know if she gonna Bill Cosby me. And I'm not trying to have a child, bro. Listen, some of these women can be like how these women are. You gotta be careful of them, bro.
And more, the episode itself acknowledges that Sedusa and Princess are incarcerated. Femme Fatale dismisses them to make her own case stronger, again showing selective framing. People can argue endlessly about this episode. Some see it as problematic, others dismiss it entirely. But to me, both as a child and as an adult, the message in Equal Fights have always been clear and simple. There is injustice in the world. This is the
Sadly.
first and most important truth the episode touches on. There is injustice, and tragically,
yeah, even in Injustice game,
hardest on women. That's not fiction. That's not exaggeration. That's a reality we still face, even decades after this episode aired. The underrepresentation in leadership, systematic barriers, harassment, and the glass ceiling. None of this is new, and none of it should be normal. How I wish it weren't true. It tells young viewers, yes, things can be unfair.
I fucked with the game. I haven't finished the second one. I liked it the first one more than the second one. I don't know, probably because the aesthetic, it looked dark, and you know, games back then were always having this type of dark colors to them. So that's probably why I liked the first one. And then some of the characters were still alive, like Shazam. I know what happened to Shazam in the first one. Superman murdered him.
This exists. And no, it's not your imagination. That alone was powerful, especially for a show marketed to children.
Listen, girls, you're right about one thing. There is injustice in the world.
That's why we have
like the video game
the rights of everyone.
and movie.
And right now, everyone in Townsville needs you.
In many ways, Femme Fatale is one of the show's most despicable villains, but
Superman did what Batman couldn't do. Exactly. I ain't gonna lie. And I know it made Superman go crazy and then turned him into a villain. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If Joker took down my girl or hurt anybody, I would have to do it. Even in the comics, Superman told Batman, if you don't keep him away from my city, I'll do what you couldn't do. Kill him in GTA. Like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. If I was a superhero, most of them villains would be murdered. I'm sorry. And now I don't get it. Like, Batman says, oh, if I do it, I'll become just like him. But you already did it you did it to some of the villains in some of the movies, so King Lion said it the best. Exactly. I agree with him. I fuck with Batman, but there's certain shit I can't fuck with what he does, bro. Like, you're the reason most of your city is fucked up, bro.
Also, one of the most unique. She isn't physically imposing. She doesn't have giant lasers or armies of minions. What makes her dangerous is her manipulation. Her ability to twist truth into a weapon and use it for selfish ends. The second message is just as straightforward and just as powerful. No matter who you are, man or woman, crime is crime. And if you commit a crime, you deserve just punishment for it.
Right, bro. If you do something bad, I don't care. Man, woman, animal, or anything, you still doing the time. If you do the crime, you do the time.
Equality is not about favoritism.
Much love to
it's
King
about
Lion.
fairness.
I fuck with
it's
that
about
dude.
Accountability.
Shout out to King
Femme
Lion.
Fatale wanted special treatment under the guise of justice. Susan B. Anthony, by contrast, refused it. She demanded to be jailed like any man who broke the law, not because she wanted to be punished, but because she wanted to be equal. That's real feminism.
Just like the powerpuffgirls said.
That's the legacy the girls ultimately choose to honor. Equal Fights is an ambitious episode that dives headfirst into complex social issues, especially feminism and justice, within the accessible format of a children's cartoon. It highlights the importance of understanding the core values of a movement rather than adopting its slogans blindly. By contrasting Femme Fatale's self-serving rhetoric with Susan B. Anthony's real legacy, the episode emphasizes that true empowerment comes with integrity, responsibility, and the pursuit of fairness for all. Femme Fatale wasn't a freedom fighter, she was a fraud. And the powerpuffgirls, once they took the time to learn the real lesson, chose integrity over identity politics. And honestly, that's the kind of power move Susan B. Anthony would have respected. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss an update. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to her. I bet you she gonna make some more Powerpuff Girls content. We definitely gonna react to it. Listen. The lesson of today is, bro, it don't matter if you're a man or woman. If you do the crime, you do the time. And like I always say, if you ain't first, then you're last.